we're going to work on Sifto and calculate their overhead costs under traditional and under activity-based costing for this particular job T90. So let's get started. So first, in order to assign overhead using traditional costing, we need the overhead rate for traditional costing. So that would be estimated overhead divided by the activity. And what activity do they want us to use? Direct labor hours, and they expected 50,000. Okay. Total overhead was 400,000. So we have a predetermined overhead rate, traditional, just using direct labor hours of $8. And so we would assign how much to this particular job? Well, $8 for each hour. And it looks like they've got 1,500 hours. So we would assign 12,000 overhead to job T90 if we use traditional costing. Alright, what would it be if we used activity-based costing? So that means we would get a rate for materials handling and a different predetermined overhead rate for quality inspections. And we would assign those rates based on the number of moves and the number of inspections consumed. Alright, let's get those rates. Okay, material moves. Total overhead is 100,000. Total activity is 500. So our rate is $200 per move. Now let's do the quality predetermined rate. That's overhead for quality divided by the quality activity, which is the number of inspections. So we're going to charge $1,500 per inspection. So what now should we charge this job T90? Because we have two rates, so we're going to charge the job based on their moves and their inspections. So the job had 10 moves, so they're going to get charged $200 for each of those. And they had 5 inspections, and they're going to get charged $1,500 for each of those. So the total overhead under activity-based costing is going to be $9,500. That's quite a bit different than the $12,000 they were charged under traditional. Why did it change? The resource use, when you base it on labor, was different than the resource use when you base it on the number of moves and the number of inspections. So that caused a change in the amount of overhead assigned.